Hello everyone, welcome to the build-up to our feast day celebrations. Hi everyone, my name's Tom, I'm the lead lay chaplain for our trust, and this week we're going to be building up to the feast day of St Thomas Aquinas, our patron saint. And in just over a week, 300 or so of us are going to be gathering here at this school at English Martyrs to celebrate Mass, and everyone else is going to be able to join us via a live stream. This week is all about the build-up to that event though. We're going to have videos that you're going to be able to take part in throughout the week and activities for you to do, and the idea is that we want everyone, all of you, all 8,000 odd young people across the whole of our trust, across the whole of Leicester, and you can see Leicester in the background, and Leicestershire and Rutland, to be able to take part in the build-up to our feast day. The theme of our feast day celebrations this year is ordinary people called to be saints. All of us are ordinary people, and we are all called to be saints, no matter if we realise that or not. And the saints themselves were all ordinary people. This week we're going to be learning a bit about St Thomas Aquinas. We're going to be finding out who he was, and we're going to be learning about some of his virtues. One day each week we're going to focus on one of his virtues, and we're going to have the example of a saint to help us to know how to live out that virtue. But first of all, let's find out a bit more about who St Thomas Aquinas was.
Hi everyone, my name's Charles.
My name's Alex.
We're going to be joining you all week this week and into our feast day, talking about loads of different saints, but as Tom said, we're going to be starting with St Thomas Aquinas.
So St Thomas Aquinas was born in Italy in 1225, and he had a love for learning. At the age of 5, he was sent to a Benedictine monastery and completed his university degree in the University of Naples.
St Thomas Aquinas is known as the Doctor of the Church. He was a very educated man and wrote lots of letters explaining our faith.
So, secretly St Thomas joined the Dominicans, which is a religious order, and you can see their church sort of back here somewhere, points if you can point it out. And not only that, but he wrote loads of books in his time, so he was quite the theologian. And the kind of book he's most famous for writing is the Summa Theologica, and one of the key parts of that is that he introduced 7 virtues, and that's what we're going to be breaking down over the course of this week. So to find out a little bit more about them, we're going to pass over to some of our wonderful students from across the trust.
Our first virtue is prudence. Prudence is all about wisdom. You make the right choices knowing what you have done. Those people are very precise with their decisions.
Now I'll explain justice. Justice is fairness, the most extreme and important virtue. When you show justice, you show that you are fair to others. Say I was playing hide and seek with some other friends, and I had been it for 2 rounds. I would show my justice and let someone else be it. There are also many people that show justice. For example, St Francis Xavier, who showed justice by fighting slavery and teaching people about Jesus.
Fortitude, which means courage, is the first cardinal virtue. An example of this is when you're speaking to a big crowd, like I am. It takes fortitude to do this.
Fortitude. What is it? Not cheating on a test, saying no to peer pressure, not participating in the teasing or bullying of others. Just think about this. Does it apply to you? You may think that this word, fortitude, means bravery, and it does, in a sense, but it is so much more than that. It is the pursuit of good, and it is staying strong when things are difficult.
Temperance is self-control, to not have much of one thing, and to do the right thing, or it will be greed. That is a vice, but vice is a bad habit like jealousy or greed.
Temperance is a personal, voluntary self-restraint. It comes from the French and was often used to describe someone who is giving up nice things. How can we show temperance? You can act in this virtue in many different ways, like giving up fortnight to do homework. During Lent, you often show temperance by giving up things like chocolates or even football.
If we live out the previous 4 virtues, we receive these gifts from God. Faith. Faith is when you have a deep feeling that something's going to happen.
I believe that faith is a person's identity and what ties them to their religion. The dictionary definition is complete trust or confidence in someone or something, which is true, but it also what makes a person who they are and their relationship with God.
Hope. Hope is when you want something to happen.
I believe that hope is when a person wants good to come out of something. I believe that hope is a feeling of trust or an expectation of good. A theological virtue, hope, is defined as a combination of the desire for something and expectation of receiving it.
And love is when you do something good to someone and expect nothing in return.
Wonderful. Thank you to all those young people for explaining the virtues to us. This week we're going to be focused on one mission each day, and so your mission is going to be to try and live out as many of those virtues as you can this week and going forward into your life. One of the things we're also going to be doing this week is focusing on the virtues of faith, hope and love, which are, as you just heard, 3 of Aquinas' virtues. You'll either be doing that in your chapel with your lay chaplain, or maybe in your classroom on one day each week. And we're going to be thinking about the gospel reading that we're going to hear in Mass here at English Matters next week. That gospel reading talks to us about being brothers and sisters, coming together as a community, and so we're going to be doing an action to encourage us to think about that, and that's then going to be brought with some of your representatives to Mass here. So, I look forward to being with you this week. I hope you learn lots about St Thomas Aquinas and about our saints, and I hope it's a wonderful opportunity for us as ordinary people to try to become saints.